All right, guys, we are live here at Fender Garage in Gilbert, Arizona, and I am Jason, your host, but you already knew that. We have a 1956 Ford F-100. This is kind of modeled after the Ford GT. We did a lot of really cool, interesting things on this truck. So this is Gen 3 Coyote with a Whipple supercharger on it. So we actually took the hat off, Cerakoted it, kind of tied it in. It was going to be too black, and we didn't want to have like this big dark hole here. We got a lot of like custom panels that will cover pretty much most of this up. You won't see any of it. Of course, we got the radiator. We got our cold air. We're pulling right through here. We've got a filter, so it comes through here. We got our intercool here. We've got our condenser, radiator. We've got some of our hard-lined AC parts right here. They go in under the fender and inside the truck. This is all Cerakoted parts. We've taken and cleaned them all up. Nice satin black. Everything matches. Oftentimes, if you're buying parts that are already black, there's always different colors and sheens. You end up with, in my opinion, just too many colors of black, right? And so we just want everything to be just kind of really soft and normal. It took a while because everything's super tight back here. We had to get everything perfectly plumbed so we could set the hat on and be good. Because of all the heat that this motor is going to produce, we've actually created some vents in here and vents in the inner fenders that are installed that will actually help get the air to escape so we're not trapping a bunch of hot air. We've got our AG wheels here, a 3-piece wheel, and we got those red ARP bolts, help tie that in with the truck. These are super awesome, very cool. If you take a look here, you can see all the undercoating. So any area that might get a little bit of wear and tear, we spray a bed liner material on it, underneath the cab, everywhere. So let's do a little walk around. Now these fenders right here have actually been widened, but they weren't widened just 3 inches all the way. They were actually kind of tapered. So probably about 2 inches in the front we widened them, and then all the way to the back we came to probably about 3 inches so that we could kind of straighten these fenders out. Oftentimes you'll look at a stock fender and it kind of trails back and gets a little bit skinnier. We've got nice beefy chunky hips, if you want to call them, on this truck, right? These hips don't lie. Come take a look at the back of this thing. You can kind of see where we're kind of headed with this rear valance. These exhaust tips are just kind of run long right now. We're going to actually cut these back. We'll trim them back. They'll just barely peek through. And then you've got some billet parts through here. And then you got these super cool, very low profile diffusers. And then the license plate, backup camera, all that stuff will go right in that spot right there. Really cool little bullet lights that kind of go right here that we ended up with. It's gone through a couple variations to try to come up with something that would tie in, but it turned out pretty awesome. Of course, you got some charging ports and different things back here. If you take a look, you can see right here how the exhaust was all Cerakoted as well. Same color as the supercharger hat, you saw that. Another little update here, check out this mirror. Oh, looks like they got it adjusted. So this mirror is a little different. If you would have had a traditional truck, it would have had a hole here with a grommet and then a little bar comes out with a little round head, not in the best spot. So we actually designed this, and then we have this carbon fiber housing, and so we can get a little bit more of, I don't know, modern look, more GT inspired, but not too big because that would look weird. So if you like these mirrors and you want to put them on your vehicle, you just go to the website. We got 2 different shapes. You get it and it comes with the hardware. Obviously, you'd have to be thinking about this before you painted your truck, but very cool. And you could probably put it on almost any truck, to be honest with you. So, all right, let's look inside here. It's all satin. They've been starting to work on some of the upholstery. And you can see right here the color of the interior. And so we're trying to get some things fit inside here, like a center console shifter. We're actually using the truck shifter rather than the car shifter. So the reason why we're doing that is because the truck shifter actually has buttons on it for a manual shifting. You know, if you want to go up, down shifting, it's actually on the shifter. We wanted to be able to have that option if you wanted to just kind of shift through the gears. Getting ready to get a lot of the wiring going on this thing, and they'll probably start working on putting some of the sheet metal on up front. Let's walk over here, I'll show you a piece. Roman, come help me. If I do this by myself, I might scratch something. Oh, that's heavier than I thought it was gonna be.
Half-inch aluminum.
Yeah. So if you look here, this is gonna be kind of the grill right here. Pretty cool. It's got a 3D printed piece that goes in here that fills all this up, but you got these cool little, we'll actually smoke these just a tiny bit so they're not quite so yellow. All right, so you kind of get an idea what this is gonna look like. Kind of cool, it'll be fun. Yeah, it's actually getting a workout here. So that piece on the bottom is like 1/2-inch aluminum. I thought aluminum was light, but that was actually heavy. But let's come back inside and we'll take a look at this. So we are doing power windows here. These are a power window kit that we use this by a company called New Relic. A nice direct replacement that fits in the factory holes and you get power windows. You know, they make a switch that you could put here for more of a factory window crank, but it's just a switch and it's kind of cool. Pretty sure they're up on the website, but really a good option. He's going with the one-piece window, so we're not doing the wing window. Personally, as you can see on this Bronco here, I like a wing window, but at the end of the day, he wanted one piece. It looks cooler. I'm not gonna lie, it does look cooler. It's just one-piece windows on a truck that wasn't designed to have one-piece windows is a pain in the ass. But let me show you something kind of cool here. I've gone through a couple of iterations. This is kind of the final one. And this is a seat bracket for your 53, 56 that allows you to put like a Mustang GT seat in your F100. You're going to get the covers off and the pigtail plugs into it, but you have all the power controls. You get a lumbar in there. It allows you to kind of slide your seat and tailor it to what it is you want. These I do know are on the website and you can purchase these. So if you've got a 53 to 55 Ford truck and you're looking to put some bucket seats in it, this is a pretty good little option. It's also would probably work with a lot of other seats. I know it works with the F-150 seats. You may have to drill a little bit different hole. Oftentimes people don't realize there's a lot of work that goes into a comfortable seat location placement and a gas pedal. And oftentimes I say get the seat to fit how you like it, then get the gas pedal to fit the way you like it. And if you're, you know, my size, I'm 5'9", it's okay, but if you're like 6 foot, 6'2", man, your shins can start hurting, your ankle, and so oftentimes you'll need to kind of make some modifications for more comfort. Some guys will stretch the cab 4 inches. That makes a huge difference, but man, that's only for big dollar builds because it takes a lot of time to stretch everything. But pretty cool little product. We've got the steering column in here. We've got a column drop. This is a Flaming River steering column with a column drop and whatnot. I know we have these on our website as well. These are just kind of placed in there. These will all get Cerakoted and tied into a center console, but these actually came out of an Audi, I think. So we're doing a few things a little bit different, so you can kind of control the vents and everything from here. This actually turns and opens and closes the vents too, so it's kind of cool. I think it's an Audi, A3 or something like that. So anyways, kind of a nice little update on this truck. We'll put a super nice wood bed in it that'll kind of tie in with this caramel interior. Yeah, so then hopefully maybe in about 3-4 months we're about ready to debut this thing. We'll find a show and get it debuted. This thing's gonna be immaculate, super rad. It's gonna be super fun to drive. And so anyways, hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you saw a couple things that maybe you might be interested for your own truck. We have those on our website, fatfender.com. We have lots of stuff for these 53, 56s. But with that, please follow along. We love to have people subscribe to our stuff. It allows us to keep you guys up to date with all the things that we're coming out with and keep you up to date with just what's happening here at Fat Fender Garage. And until next time, have a good time hot rodding in your own garage. And if you need any help, give us a call. We'll do the best we can to help you. Thanks.